Hey you guys, welcome to today's reading. And so today, as you guess from the title, this is a viewer request for Mr. Michael B. Jordan. And because y'all don't give me topics on what y'all want me to read on, I just kind of put my hand in the hat, seeing what's going to come up. A couple of questions that I felt might be interesting to you guys might be his current energy, which I'm going to pull on anyways. Why does he always stay single? Are there any patterns in his relationship? Was he affected by Lori Harvey? What has he learned? Is he emotionally available? Career versus love? So we're going to be doing just a general deep dive. Spirit did tell me what cards to use on him. Some of the other celebrities I've read on, usually I kind of just pick to see what matches their energy. But because he's initiated into an ATR, which is an African traditional religion, there's a specific deck I'm going to be using for him that was confirmed by Spirit to use for him. But not only that, I was also guided to use additional oracle cards for him as well, just for that reason. I don't know, it's interesting for him because I heard the word meek, but he doesn't give me a meek personality. It feels like he's probably much more sensitive or more soft spoken, strong but silent type. There we go. He's very much a strong but silent type. That's what I feel off of him. All right, let me look and see what his sign is so we can at least have that up front. Energetically, he feels like a water sign, but he's actually an Aquarius, so he's an air sign. Okay, well, so with that said, I'm going to get started with the reading. As always, everything said in this reading is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Everything that I'm saying in this reading is intuitively led. So first, let's just see what's going on with his current energy, see what's going on with him currently, coming off of the heels of Sinners. I would imagine that more project and more work is coming for him, or he may have already been contracted to do more movies presently. But let's see. So, what is Michael B. Jordan's current energy, and what is he focusing on right now? What is his current energy? Y'all, I just keep seeing him in Sinners and Smoking Stack. All right, let's see. We got screenshots. Child services. You don't have any kids? I thought you didn't have any children. Oh Lord. Ooh, the ladies is not going like that. We have romantic love affair, secret lover, passion over loyalty. Have there ever been rumors about him having an alleged child? And then at the bottom we have reflecting. Let's see. Too late for sorry. Regret never posted. Huh. And then we have the screenshot. Okay, let me see what else is gonna come up. What does this mean? And then we have forcer. Pushy energy crosses your boundaries. Fake smiles. Two-faced. Okay. All right. I'm gonna move the cards up. And then cock blocking. Does he allegedly have a child? Again, I'm going to ask. Is this like a secret baby? So I'm going to pull a little bit more about that when I get to the tarot part of the reading, but there's like a song trying to play, but I don't know what this song is. I can't even give y'all lyrics to it. But I'm just getting that he has a lot of secrets. A lot of secrets. Card fell out. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah. And then at the bottom, moves in silence. In my mind, I was seeing a vault, like a locked bank vault. Boss daddy, stable, rich. But again, I asked, does he have an alleged child or a secret baby or something, or maybe someone has a child that he doesn't know about? Because I'm getting child all over this energy. Spirit directed me to the daddy part of the boss daddy card. It's feeling like a love child, allegedly. I take a quick little break to go on Google to just see if there have been rumors because this is just straight out the gate. So I googled it to see if there have been like rumors or like blind items. I don't see that, but I do see in December. So I'm filming this on the day of the Super Bowl, so February 8th. In December, he did mention that he does want kids in a couple of interviews. He's ready for a family. Yeah, he's has multiple interviews about children and him wanting kids. So either allegedly he has a child he may not know about, and if he does, it's definitely kept under wraps. But if that's not the case, it feels like there might even be a child. There may even be just children in his energy where he could have a child here soon. I don't know. It's just heavy in his energy for some reason. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards from the same deck just to see what else comes out. All right, we have dirt digging. Then we have screenshots. No facts, all vibes, no receipt. Messy storyteller. And I just spoke about him having recent interviews about wanting children, because even the screenshot in this forcer energy, I was just envisioning like a baby mother, like a messy baby mother or something. That, and then the romantic love affair popped up, and then the fake smiles is like putting on a front because everything is not what it seems. When someone gets pregnant by someone of a famous status, look, they're hooked. They've hooked the fish. Wild, hungry, viral or nothing, less for attention, makes it for drama. Yeah, it's the same type of energy. So again, yeah, if he's then look at the bottom. We have into you, good chemistry, great vibes, scarcity tactics, obsessive lover. want you back, y'all. Like this energy is just really weird. Because like I said, either it could be a number of things, but there is a child in this energy, a pregnancy in energy. If somebody's not pregnant, they're going to be pregnant. Whichever the case may be, whomever this woman is, this is what they want to happen because of that hook card. I heard big fish. To me, in my personal opinion, to me, he feels like one of those people where he's very traditional. He would want to go about it the right way. He doesn't give me he wants like the baby mama, baby father type of dynamic because of his career. He doesn't want that for himself. And I just because I also heard publicity a minute ago, so it would not be good publicity for him if he were to get someone randomly pregnant, if not already. That's interesting. But yeah, we're gonna definitely tap a little deeper into that once we get to the tarot cards. But I guess we'll just pull a couple of more. And then fake accounts. Look, that was on the bottom of the deck a minute ago. Like somebody's watching him because look, screenshots, fake accounts. What was the other card? Oh yeah, dirt digging, snooping for secrets, fishing for comments, and then some other cards creeping. This is just kind of weird. Can you please confirm if it's a child or what is this? When I asked that, I was getting the visual of if you guys remember that story that Drake did, or I can't remember if Drake told a story where he had relations with a woman. I don't know how else to put it without getting flagged, but he had relations and a woman went in the bathroom and took the protection out of the bathroom, out of the trash, and tried to use the liquid in that protection and like try to impregnate herself. That's the visual I was getting. Oh my god. Oh, this is messy. These cards are. I just wanted to know what his current energy was. Like, what is this? And then photo proof. Like, somebody is watching him. It's not giving evil eye at all. It's literally not doing that. Talking shit, rejected, an offer, spiritual hater, grudge holder. Yeah, it's like I said, it's not evil eye. It's not feeling like that intense. It just feels like I just heard baby mother. All right, so I'm going to move on to a different oracle deck to see if the same thing pops up. I was expecting a different type of energy. He just came off of like his centers run and the award ceremonies. Like this is not what I envisioned was going to come up in his reading. All right, let's do a different set of cards to see if this either confirms or will show us anything else that's going to be in his current energy. Liar, yes or no? As I pulled that card, I was getting a visual of him on the red carpet. Lover, y'all. And then look what I pulled earlier. Remember I said at the beginning of the reading, I saw the vault, like a bank vault with a lock. Look what's at the bottom. Guarded safe. Spirit said that's him. The man of security, that's represents him allegedly. And then the woman is the one that's behind closed doors. Allegedly. Y'all, I am gagged, okay? And then we have rejection, abandonment, desertion, left behind, and look, it's a woman. I heard someone from his past. And then we have sickness, disease, infectious, masculine. What does that say? Stability, emperor, king. If you guys know the tarot, the emperor is a father figure. And then we have chaos, magic. And look at the woman in her head. Mm. Look at the thundercloud on top of her head. Look at how chaotic her mind looks. And remember I showed y'all a glimpse of the obsessive lover? Because I mentioned that a lot of these cards are pointing me to like a baby mother. And then look at the bottom, we have technology, electronics, internet, computer, and then as y'all can see, screenshots, dirt digging, evidence, photo proof, somebody watching, fishing for comments. Y'all, I swear, like look, witchy sister, spell work, black magic, curse, trash talk, lies. Everything is not what it seems. I keep just seeing that on a loop. Everything is not what it seems. Everything is not what it seems. And I told y'all, I'm not even gonna say that because we already have enough people bashing spiritual practices. Let's just say that some things are kept under lock and key. And even thinking about that guarded card I saw a moment ago with the woman that was locked up and him allegedly being that security guard, there's a reason for that. Again, everything is not what it seems. I'm not even gonna lie, as a reader, this is a little uncomfortable. Like I feel a little bit uneasy. I also just randomly got a visual of Drake's baby mother. I don't know her name. I know she used to be a corn, what you see in the sky, a star, if you catch my drift. And he kept her under wraps for a very long time. I literally just got a visual of her. So I pulled this card, interfere, intrude, hinder, block, but then I got it reversed. It looks like energetically, just as I was looking, I was just seeing like an X, like a red X. What is the hidden energy in all of this here? What is the hidden energy in all of this that we do not know as a public? What is the hidden? What is the exact hidden energy in all of this? That fear. Group association, cult, coven. Because I was seeing like his family a couple of times as I was shuffling, like his mother, but I didn't really think too much about it. Like I don't even think I really need to spell it out for you guys that are watching this reading just because these are oracles. So it's not like tarot, but allegedly it just feels like there are some spiritual work in this entire situation. I heard confusion. Confusion is a type of work. And I was also channeling like him holding a little boy. All right, let's do one more and then I'm gonna move on to the tarot. Oh my God. Lies again. There may or may not be a child in this that the public may not even know about. Everything, at least what he is saying in interviews about him wanting children, may or may not be true. Do not believe it. Always take everything a lot of these celebrities would say with a grain of salt. But it just feels like, again, like I'm just getting baby mother energy, keeping her under lock and key, not letting the public know about an alleged child. And if the child is not here in the physical, could be coming in the physical soon at some point. But yeah, definitely child in this energy though, for sure. Whoever may be or will be pregnant with this child, all right, you better run. You better run and hide. You better find somebody that can help you protect yourself. If you are not his wife or somebody that's approved by either the industry or his family, better run, allegedly. Okay, so I'm going to take all of this off the table and then we'll move on to the tarot cards. All right, so what's his current energy and what is he focused on? Current energy, what is he focused on? We have 7 of Cups. This is interesting. I've never had this type of message come out in a reading ever, but it feels like he has some confusion. Something is clouding his judgment, right? And so I wanted to know specifically what is clouding his judgment. And that's when I pulled the Supreme, which to me would represent God or the Most High. The Most High can create confusion for you if you are not operating in certain, either it can be gifts, it can be in your destiny. I mean, it could be a multitude of things, but it feels like for him, he's going to continue to go through these states of confusion. He's not operating fully in his destiny or his fate because he needs to cut off these secrets. And there's this betrayal here too, which is 10 of Swords. So before I clarify that, yeah, it's like God won't clear your vision or your purpose or her destiny. You know, God won't clear your vision for your destiny until you cut off these secrets. The High Priestess, and then we have 10 of Swords, and that's what I want to just get some clarity around. Like, what is this betrayal? Betrayal of who? All right, and then we have 4 of Wands. So that could be stability, family stability. Allegedly, this energy is coming right back up from the oracles. I said it just feels like there's a woman here, y'all. Spirit is not going to reveal certain truths to him or give him clarity on certain situations that he may be wanting, clarity on, because he needs to be truthful. He needs to be honest. He needs to cut these secrets out with his betrayal of whomever he betrayed. I'm still getting like a woman here. I heard hurt, like he hurt someone, not physically, but so Michael B. Jordan is energetically, it's just feeling like he's been trying to figure out what his purpose is. He's an actor. He's a very well renowned actor at this point, but y'all know money is not everything. Some people still try to figure out what the ultimate life destiny is, right? The path they're supposed to go on. But it just feels like he himself may know he has another purpose or he suspects he has more things that he should be doing, but it feels like God is not going to reveal that until he's honest about this, not only the situation, but he needs to cut out the lies and the secrets though. So I'm going to do his current obstacles, hopes, and fears just to get a read on that first. And then I do have some specific questions, but I think those questions are going to help clear up what's going on here. All right, so let's do current obstacles for Michael B. Jordan. Immediately when I pulled the Hermit and 6 of Swords, I heard the woman he left behind. That's his obstacle, right? Was challenging him currently. And then we have 4 of Pentacles, so that could be someone that's very stubborn. Could be stability, but so this is more of like family. Yeah, I'm thinking this is leaning more towards stability, but it feels like he left her behind. And what I also do feel is very interesting is that I told you in the beginning of the reading that Spirit told me to pull this particular deck of cards to read on him. This is an Afro goddess deck, which is mostly women in these pictures outside of like king or sons in the deck, or what you would call knights or kings. But it's primarily women. I just got this download. Allegedly, if he's not careful, everything he's doing to this woman is going to backfire on him. Allegedly. Right, what's his hopes and fears? because it has something to do. Sorry, I'm like shuffling and talking, but because it has something to do with how he's treating the feminine, and that's why I led to pull this deck for him, is because of how he treats the feminine. Whatever the truth is about the situation, he does feel regretful about how it happened, how it went down, at least from an emotional perspective. Because I do feel a little bit of remorse, and I also heard that word in my mind. But as I was channeling the justice card, even as I pulled it, I heard divine justice behind this relationship, behind this union that took place, this relationship, this Two of Cups. And then at the bottom, the moon, these secrets that he still has. And then look at the cards after that. We have the sun, which is the truth, Seven of Swords, sneaky energy, Nova, the universe, which is the most high again. So it feels like he does have a little bit of guilt about the situation. He also does not want the truth to come out about the situation and this union, whoever this is. And it feels like divine justice would be the secrets being exposed. That doesn't mean it's going to happen like next month, this year. At some point, he's going to have to address all of these things. That's his hopes and fears, right? So, fearing divine justice, you're remorseful, but you also don't want the secret to come out about this union. The baby hasn't come up in the tarot cards just yet. So maybe they don't have a child yet, but like I said, it just still feels like it's in the energy. So I'm gonna pivot away from that, and then maybe it'll come up again in the future prediction. But I do want to know why he stays single and he has this pattern in these relationships. Well, I guess it's like a two-part question. So why does he stay single? What is this pattern when he gets in relationships? Ooh. All right, so we have Goddess reversed. Hmm. So immediately when I pulled Goddess of Wands, I heard because he can't be with who he truly wants to be with because of appeal, like physical appeal, I guess. He also gives, I heard love bomb, so he probably moves very fast. That's why we have Son of Pentacles reversed, which is like Knight of Pentacles. So he must move very fast. And he comes off as King of Wands type of energy, but I feel like when I was looking at strength, I was getting like fake it till you make it. So he may not even be authentically himself in these relationships, and that's why he's single, to be just a turnoff. But like I said, it's like who he really wants, truly is attracted to, he can't be with them because Hollywood, like he doesn't fit the aesthetic. All right, is he emotionally available or emotionally guarded? Is he emotionally available? The Fool. Remember, I said he moves pretty fast because we got the Pentacles reversed. So for him, oh yes, he is absolutely emotionally available, but to his detriment, he's unrealistic and he moves way too fast. It's like he takes a leap into his relationships too fast. Like I said, I heard love bombing. I'm also seeing Lori Harvey, so maybe that could have been an issue in their relationship. Fell too hard for her very quickly. But in the past, yeah, he has taken leaps, even to the point of probably recklessness, but he does fall hard. That's what I'm feeling. It's just a tough game for him because, like I said, who he is truly attracted to, who he truly wants, he cannot be with him in Hollywood. Next question, career versus love. I'm curious to know which one secretly wins every time because, like the question before I had asked was that, or two questions ago, why is he always single? What's the pattern there? But what would he pick, career over love or love over career? Which one would win out? We have Daughter of Wands or Page of Wands and Magician. He is very spiritual. I'll give him that. Spirituality was not even a question, but above the two, career versus love, he'll pick spirituality over both of them for sure. Because we have Daughter of Wands, the Magician, and then at the bottom we have Nova. So that could be like the Most High, the universe, spirit itself. For him, though, I would put it in this order, at least what I feel energetically. It would be his spirituality, it would be his career, and then it would be love. Literally in that order. And pull one more card just to confirm or clarify. Career definitely fell where it was supposed to fall because we have God of Pentacles. So for me, that's indicating to me, yes, money, gotta pay the bills. He enjoys his lifestyle. So yeah, I think love will definitely be at the bottom of the totem pole. Anyways, I mean, look at the industry he's in. And as I pulled the Goddess of Wands reverse, I said he can't be with who he wants to be with. So that to me confirms that yeah, he's gonna put his career first. That's why he's not with who he wants to be with, because he's in his literally in his career. So hope that answers the question for you while watching. What is his private personality versus public persona? So private personality or public. Let's do private personality. What is he like behind closed doors, truly? All right, behind closed doors, he's definitely a truth teller, very honest. I heard to his detriment, probably a little too honest, and very sensitive, defensive too. The cards to follow, we have Seven of Wands for defending yourself. We have Death, transformation, and then we have what is this? God of Cups, so somebody that's very intuitive. So yeah, he's very honest behind closed doors with his loved ones. It feels like. So what is his public persona to that Ace of Swords then? If that's his private persona, what would be his public persona energetically? Ooh, y'all won't believe what just fell out, but public persona, the devil. I just heard liar again. These cards are literally night and day. If y'all knew him in private, y'all would probably not recognize him. That's crazy. Ugh, that's crazy to me, y'all. Like literally, I heard as soon as I pulled that card, I literally heard liar. If Michael B. Jordan's reading is like this, because I have Jonathan Majors that I want to read on after that. I'm a little worried about. I'm a little like, all right, if this is coming out for him, I can only imagine what's gonna come out for Jonathan Majors once I get that reading done. But anywho, what kind of woman would actually keep him? What kind of woman would actually keep him? Oh, we have the Empress, and look, she's pregnant. Let's clarify this. Three of Cups. For him, I prefer a woman that's very feminine. Very feminine. I heard feminine. As I pulled the Empress, somebody he could see as a wife. But I'm also getting with this Three of Cups somebody that has her own life too. It feels like he wants somebody that's going to do her own thing. She's not always going to be up under him, but she has her own thing going for herself. Ladies that are looking for Michael B. Jordan, I know I told whoever if y'all interested to run, but if y'all want him, y'all definitely going to have to be very feminine to even just attract him, but also make sure that you have your own life aside from him. Like he's not the end all be all. Like that's what it feels like that he would desire. And then we have Goddess of Pentacles at the bottom. So a mother figure. Like he wants somebody that would be like wife material, wife, mother material in his eyes. I mean that can mean a lot of things, but he would not be the type of person to broadcast a baby, a love child, unless it's somebody that he's married to or in a serious relationship with. It's just not he's not gonna confirm or deny a baby mama in public, allegedly. So don't get pregnant first. Make sure y'all get a ring. Just to be sure. That's all the random questions I had for him. So I guess we can close it out by just saying what's going to be a future prediction for him, or a near future prediction for him. The Most High again, but reverse. Or a woman, and then heartbreak. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is like so prominent in his energy right now. He needs to make this right. He definitely needs to make this right, or he's gonna be heartbroken. I just heard karma. So I'm gonna do a follow-up question, right? Because this is giving to me, he like I said, he needs to make it right, but let's say he doesn't make it right. Let's do if he does make it right and if he doesn't make it right. So if he does make it right, what will be his future? What will be his future if he does make this situation right? Whatever this secret is. If he does. Ace of Pentacles. I heard blessings. You see that hand coming out of the cloud, literally giving a pentacle? Because I just heard blessing as soon as I put that card down. All right. And then what if he doesn't make it right? What if he doesn't? Right. I heard you can't hurt the feminine and expect things to go your way. Yikes. Okay, so I have Ace of Wands, but I'm going to clarify. I have Death at the bottom. I was about to clarify it, but Spirit said if he does not make this right, he will be single forever. He will not get what he's looking for, which is a wife and a family. But until he fixes this situation, he is going to be acting out of the energy of the wand or the phallic symbol, like sexual energy. Like to me, that's indicating to me more of like him being a single man, sleeping around allegedly for entertainment purposes only. But it's almost like they will not give him who he's supposed to either be with or the blessings that he should have until he makes this right. They're going to keep him in the same energy. And even to add on to this message, if he does not get this situation fixed with the truth, it could also impact his job, his work, his opportunities. I heard God is not pleased. Yeah, he needs to fix this with whomever, whatever this is, with this feminine. Because until he does this, he is not going to get the blessings that I heard, that are his birthright. So this could be his karmic lesson, allegedly. That's probably why he's always single, allegedly. So I'm gonna leave it here. This reading has been long enough, and I feel like I'm going in circles, just saying the same thing over and over again. But y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Do you guys have suspicions on who or what this could be, as far as like who the person is that could be pregnant or make it pregnant in the future? I have not seen him linked to anyone aside from his ex-girlfriends, but he's very private, so I mean, who knows? I just got the download. I could make this your blessing, or I could make this your curse. On that note, I'm going to close it. And I thank y'all for watching. I thank you all for your support. And I hope you all have a beautiful day. And thanks again. Bye.